Hi, it's Ashley. Today is Tuesday, September 20th. I have a lot to update you guys on. I'm just bewildered. I've been just feeling bewildered for the last 2 weeks or so. It's just one thing after another, man. So what happened with the new job? I guess we should just get to that first. There's two videos. The last two video updates pretty much sum up what happened. Originally, I had applied for two positions at the same company, and they were both in Towson. That was the job where I got a call from the one hiring manager who said she thought that I'd be better suited for a different position, and she forwarded my information there. Well, I'm actually excited. Oh, people are excited about me. And I did the phone interview, not thinking that it was Dundalk versus Towson. Now, I could go on back and forth to any location in Towson half a dozen times or more versus the gas and time and mileage to get to Dundalk and back. Like one time for every, say, 6 times to Towson location. So, the first day I went in, I was only supposed to be there for a couple of hours, and I ended up being there like a lot longer than I thought I would be. I was there like till probably about 7 o'clock at night, and I had no money. I was so hungry. Everybody was ordering lunch. I couldn't. Oh my God, I was famished by the time I got out of there. In the meantime, I had that Venmo card where you can send and receive money and payments, and I've been trying to figure that out, and I figured part of it. So I figured, well, I would go to the $1 store to get some cat food, some dog food, and some people food for me because I was so hungry, and check their website. And they said they took that as a payment. Got there, and was kind of excited because I had everything I needed in my little cart. And then the idiots at the freaking store. This is I forget which dollar store it is. The one on Harford Road, below Putty Hill, but above Northern Parkway. And the idiots couldn't figure out how to scan the stuff. I had to put everything back. And that just really kind of bummed me out. So I came home and got the animals fed, and oh my God, I was just so hungry. It was like where you eat and you know it's not even making your stomach before it's getting absorbed into your system. So that was the first day, which was Tuesday the 23rd of August. Since birthday would have been the 22nd. So the next morning on Tuesday, I knew my gas was really tight. I got up and I figured I would try to look, see if I could figure out how to get gas with that card, that Venmo. And I couldn't figure it out. And I tried calling a couple of neighbors to see if they had any cash on them I could send them, the money through the Venmo account. And nobody was home. So I parked my car on Northern Parkway at the closest intersection and stood out there with my little sign, and I got 0. So then I had to call the new job that I was really excited about. I mean, this was now Wednesday. I was so happy Sunday and Monday, and just to have it ripped away, that happiness. So I had to call my new job, to tell them I could not make it in because I had no gas. And trying not to cry. Which I did call them. Basically, she gave me till, when we agreed to like 3 o'clock to be able to figure out whether or not it was going to be an issue, an ongoing issue. And I couldn't guarantee that by 3 o'clock. So, I lost the new job. Just to be that hungry, man, it's just horrible. And broke. I'm unemployable, you know. Just to reiterate, the 2 main reasons why I'm in the financial situation that I am is, number 1 was being denied the Social Security benefit, the surviving spouse benefit. It only takes 1 hater to deny, and you only get so many chances to appeal a denial. And then the other was having my dog Parker taken away. It still kills me. I want my dog back. You know, I've never had to deal with PTSD this bad. The PTSD response, and just the cruelty. You know, break that freaking dog's heart. My heart breaks more for him than my loss of him. I just miss my dog. And so taking him away really sent me into fight or flight. That's not so easy to get out of. Then I had the ADHD. Well, I had the PTSD and CPTSD. And CPTSD, there's other videos in the supplemental video playlist on my YouTube channel. It starts with early childhood trauma. And I had a lot of that. So the 2 main things was being denied surviving spouse benefits, and then that was like right after Sid died, so you're talking beginning of 2018, and then with the PTSD, my dog, I couldn't think, it was bad enough. There's no way I could concentrate on any tasks, and then if I hear something, it becomes problematic. I end up in the fight or flight response, and you just don't pull out of that so easily. The isolation is another contributing factor. Being so alone, and this is all way before COVID. I have no surviving children. My Austin died. Sid had a miscarriage. The one thing we had in common was that we didn't have much family, and the family we did have was just small, and the family that we did have that was pretty much alive, he didn't want much to do with. And friends started dropping off a couple of years before Sid died. And God, just losing her was devastating enough. Take my dog. I said before, and I'll say it again, the most humane thing that could be done would be to put me and Parker down together, then or now, because this is no way to live. I'm so tired of being hungry. I'm 5'1", 35 pounds, seriously underweight. Normally I weigh about 115 to 117, and I'm like 85, 87 pounds. And it scares the crap out of me, you know. I mean, there's not only so much to lose, you know. God. So, I did email an attorney who's I found on a website that's supposed to deal with like domestic partners, same-sex marriages, unions, domestic partnership, and that was I emailed her last name's Sugar. She's the Towson attorney. I emailed her on the 18th. I have not heard anything yet. And then I got a call from this company, Arcadia, that's helping me with my disability claim. They said they submitted the claim on June 17th. And I have to make an appointment for an assessment. You know, and I want to say, people who work in civil service jobs, and I've probably said this before, when you work in a civil service type position, or for any employer, you know, your beliefs and bias really should be left at the door. You don't get to bring that in to the workplace. So whether you believe in same-sex marriage or not is really irrelevant. You know, if you say you can do the job, you do the job. You leave your bias out. You don't get to ruin people's lives. Again, every widow I have talked to will tell you how much they depend on their surviving spouse benefits. Without those benefits, they'd be in, well, the position that I'm in. I still have to be out of this house. I did apply to ice cream shop. It's called Charmery up on York Road. I had a little bit of a quandary because who do I use for a reference? I mean, I don't want to use like a doctor or somebody who's very busy as a reference for me working in an ice cream store. So I had to really work on that and get people who would agree to be, well, but I had to get them to agree, but I had to find people who could be reference for me for ice cream shop. I had to tweak my resumes. I have one for like customer service, sales, and so I did apply to the ice cream store, and they make it, excuse me, so tedious and hard. You got to go onto their site and fill everything out from scratch. I did. I also applied Williams-Sonoma because Sid and I worked there. Geez, she probably worked there a couple years longer than I did, but we worked there, I want to say, pushing 10 years seasonally, and it was great. It was like the same group of people, mostly women, who came and worked at that store every holiday season. It's a great organization. The structure, how they have it structured for sales, is just really does benefit the customer. I love Williams-Sonoma. It really is a good store. They don't have the workers competing against each other. They have us working together. So I did apply there. I think it's only day shift, which I'm not real thrilled about. And talking with my therapist, you know, she says she thinks that maybe I should start out part-time, and I think she's right. It's been a while since I, you know, was running at my regular pace, always working like 2 jobs, doing volunteer work, taking classes. I'm not haven't been doing that for a bit, you know. It's been a few years. So I think she's right, and I don't know if my body can handle it. I've got, I'll go over my conditions in a little bit, and I'm sorry if this video becomes kind of long. So I applied to also to Trader Joe's. Somebody was saying that I applied to other jobs too, but these are good organizations, something that a place you think would hire me. Trader Joe's. I've known people who've worked for Trader Joe's, and they come highly recommended by others. And the one good thing about Williams Sonoma and Trader Joe's is they're all over, so you know you can transfer and move someplace else and work for them. I also decided to post my services as a technology tutor for older adults, and for the Towson area, got a pretty competitive rate. I'm going to charge $75 an hour. Further out I have to go, the more I would charge, and I know $75 an hour undercuts pretty much everybody else. And I do have the patience for whatever reason. I don't know where they come from, but I do have the patience to teach older adults. And, you know, you and I may be very good with the technology, but try to teach your mother, your father, your older friends, and it could be kind of stressful. It's hard to teach people that close to us. So buying them an hour of my services would actually really help them. So I'm thinking of every possible way I can to generate some funds. So I did post for Tech Tutor Older Adults on the neighborhood site. My book of poetry. I really need to write. I've got so much work that has to get out there. I need to add like 2 more poems to the poetry book, and I'm thinking, you know, I could use a sponsor. And people be like, "A what?" I'm like, "Sponsor." You know, you used to sponsor writers and artists, and today some girls call them dates. Back in my day, we called them tricks. But there were relationships that developed to where, you know, people did help support you in the line of work that I was doing back then. And I turned out to be a decent investment. So, you know, I'm selling everything. No one's buying. People I know who have online stores are all saying people aren't buying anything. And I've been, oh my gosh, I've reduced prices on, well, like this chair that I'm sitting in. It's an antique, it's an original, it's a writing chair. It's got the desk area over here and a drawer underneath the chair. Reproductions go for like $600. Original, so we're going for like $2,700, and that was about maybe 2 years ago. I've got this for like maybe $200. I need the money. You'd be surprised how things change when you're literally hungry. So that's what I'm doing. I'm applying for jobs, not just the ones that I mentioned. Applied for other ones where my experience and background will apply, you know, counseling type of positions or peer support. I gotta get a place to live. it could be temporary to long term, at least through the winter till the spring, or a place I can park mobile tiny home. I'm back to that again because it seems to make a little bit more sense. I mean, my credit's shot. I don't have an income, but I need to be out of this house. I should have been out on July 14th. I need to get out before I get the knock at the door. And I keep, you know, the more I think about it, I really want that mobile tiny home, stealth-like RV, place to stay and or park until spring. I'm not safe here. I cannot even walk my dog. She's about a year old now, without having to worry about some kind of confrontation with another freaking Karen. One fat ass is taking a stand and just steps outside my door, the one who's been warned. There's videos with her, and I have other videos. And if you don't know what a Karen is, you might want to look it up. It's kind of concerning. Just Google, what's a Karen, quote unquote. So, in the meantime, my bank checking account is still in the minus. I need to keep a minimum of $1,000 in there because every time something hits and they pay out, I get charged an extra $30. It's killing me. I have no internet. I've been using my mobile phones for hotspot, and it's like using the old dial-up. It's very slow, and it's kind of hard applying for jobs when it's that slow to be able to use my computer, and the phone is too small. I need gas in my car again, in the Jeep. Need gas, needs tires, need to finish the repairs. The tires with a Y, Tires Auto, screwed me on, and I need a new mechanic. No hot water. Bathing is quite interesting. I'm trying to look at his practice from when I'm living in a little mobile tiny home. The gas man was here September 7th, and he had to put a new gas box. They would bleed some lines, and that was like a Wednesday. I didn't notice until like Friday. And at first I thought, oh, the Lord, don't seem too hot. By Friday I realized I had no hot water, and I hate dealing with electric, plumbing, gas, so I gotta crawl down there and stick my hand underneath the truck. There was a little bit of water in the bottom, but that wasn't a lot. It just didn't make any sense. We had some storms. My auto insurance was canceled, and my homeowners, it's reinstated, but oh my God, I need to make a payment like tomorrow. It could be the next day. I'm just totally freaked because they're not going to cancel me and take me back again. I'm just totally freaked about it. It's critical that my State Farm gets paid. I don't have all my medications. I don't have $1 in my freaking pocket. My last dollar was a dollar piece. Bicentennial dollar piece. And I got my last prescription with that last week. I need money for the veterinarian. Nikki, I have to get her fixed. And she needs her update, you know, just her checkup and stuff. Little Zelda, I have to put down. It's going to be really hard. Cody's not going to last long after that. They've been together their whole lives. So I need a chunk of change for that. Cody needs his update, you know, his checkup. So back to when, with that job, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump around. I actually have some notes in front of me I'm trying to look at. That it can get, it's dark, the shadows. So it was day 1, day 2. I told you I had no gas. I had to make a call. Let me see here. So it was, I mean, I'm just trying to process the whole thing about losing a job because I didn't have gas. It just, there's a lot to process. And then it was, what date is that? It was, crap. The Friday oh my Lord. Oh man. It was like a Friday. So wait, 22, 23, 24, 26th. I had a really bad fall. That's why it's been a while since I've updated this. Long story short, I was on the unfortunate side of a lead that darling Nikki, the pup who's maybe 40 pounds, was tethered to. I was out there, and it was attached to the deck, and I wasn't paying attention, and she went to run, and like I said, she's 35, maybe 40 pounds, and just a testament of how lightweight I am. I mean, the lead line pulled my feet, and I swear I went up like, my whole body went up like 3 feet, and then I felt like I was just slammed to the ground. My head followed just slightly behind. And I mean, it hit completely parallel. My body was a square, like being slammed to the ground. Oh my God, I laid there. I was afraid to really kind of move. It took me 5 minutes to sit up. I'll tell you, I'm grateful that it was the grass that this happened on, and my head missed like marble stepper by like inches. Otherwise, I would have busted wide open. So I took about 5 minutes, and then I got into the seated position, and I kind of sat there for about 20 minutes because I was hurting so bad, and I ended up having to get a shot. I had to go to the doctor to get a shot, and that was the following Thursday. I had to get injections. It's like a spinal. I wouldn't let no other doctor, but this particular doctor do that. But they do help. But I'm surprised at how much that fall took out of me. I'm still recovering from it. And my arm, you know, that improper injection injury, there's like an official name for it. I can use my arm more. Maybe I got like 50%, 55% use of it now. It's this left arm. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like they gave I'm so freaking skinny. I'm so self-conscious. It's like they put like right here, and it's like in Eastern medicine, which is more whole. Oh God, if I touch it, it just hurts all the way down. Jesus. It's an area they refer to as a triple burner, where different energies meet, basically. And I couldn't use it at all. I mean, when it first started hurting, and when I actually have the dates. What were those dates? Let's see here. It was, shoot, oh, I'm not sure where it is at the moment. But I mean, I was walking around carrying it, and sometimes if I overuse it or try to overuse it, that's what I end up doing again. So that's been really hard. Again, I need to get out of here. I'm not safe, and I've said it before, I have no intentions of me getting hurt, so, it's just so much, and I guess I'm kind of down in the dumps at the moment, because I don't have any money. I'm sorry, about to start, well, dealing with the effects of no sugar. I don't have any chocolate, and I'm such a chocolate fiend. And just about out of coffee. I don't have my Red Bull. I love the yellow tropical kind. You know, I can't. I'm probably giving stuff away. I just can't win for losing, man. I'd be happy to have a job in anywhere, actually. I just gotta get out of here. The place is just, yes, I mean, I don't have any hot water. I was supposed to get my hair cut today. A friend who donated also got me a gift certificate to get my hair done, which you can see it needs it. My hair hasn't been this long since elementary school, and I haven't been, I mean, this was like not long after this whole fundraiser started, and then that's Zelda in the background. She's gonna make me freaking crazy. She doesn't shut up. She's got kitty Alzheimer's. I can't take it anymore. Anyway, I've had the gift certificate to get my hair done for probably 2 months, and I haven't been able to schedule an appointment because I haven't had the gas in my vehicle. So now I got gas in my vehicle. I set up the appointment. I set it up, I don't know, a few weeks ago. They're very busy. And I get a call today. I was supposed to have my appointment at 3 o'clock. I was kind of excited to get my hair washed. It's just only trying to wash it with pots and pans of water. I get a call that they had to cancel because the hairdresser had a bad accident last night. And so I did manage to, they rescheduled me with somebody else on Saturday. So it's supposed to be like at 11 o'clock on Saturday. I was supposed to have that. Yeah. And you know, I'm willing to do almost any kind of job. Real quick, when I had the fall, lucky me, I cracked at least 2 teeth. And so I fell on the 27th, cracked at least 2 teeth. So bad enough I have a food shortage. I have to be careful what I eat so that it doesn't crumble my teeth, because I owe the dentist some money. I owe the dentist $1,500, and that's probably what it'll cost to get my teeth fixed. And then Mr. Max, the insurance guy, you know, hate to say that I think they're still taking payments out, not the full payments, but it's just, I'm so overloaded. And the fact that people would take this kind of advantage of a person when they were going through so much, because he knows, they know what I'm going through. Sent them a link to the fundraiser. Actually, I'm doing everything I can to try to generate some funds. I do need a place to live, temporary to long term, or at least park, like tiny, a mobile tiny home, and possibly a trailer. And if y'all go keep your eyes open, if anybody, because a lot of times, see if somebody's selling their property or what have you, if there's a trailer on the property, they'll give it away just to have it moved. So I'm looking for like a used, possibly free trailer. I could work trailer would be ideal, but any kind of vehicle that might make a good mobile tiny home. I don't need a huge long trailer. I don't need anything that's 16 feet. You know, less than that, 10 feet probably be great. And trade. If, I'm looking for a vehicle, that I had said before, like a full-size pickup, crew cab with a cap, and or a work van. I'd like one of the, they have like the cages in there to contain everything in case there's an accident. I'd like that. And no matter what the vehicle needs to be, either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Don't talk to me about gasoline. My Jeep isn't so great on gasoline. Most of these vehicles get better gas mileage than my Jeep. I'm looking for like a 1996 through 2006. I've done some research. There's good rationale behind it. So if anybody, you might know somebody who has a truck or a van or something that I could convert, that might want to trade. I'm the only owner of 2005 Jeep Liberty. I have all the work records and gas and mileage. So it's like a little old lady owned it. And let's see here. Okay, I have, just touch on my actual like conditions. I have, from the psychological, my ADHD. That was like my primary diagnosis, and that was pretty much under control and more amusing than problematic until the threat of my dog being taken away. And then they did take him. Then the ADHD has taken a backseat to the CPTSD and the PTSD. Then with the physical conditions, I have a degenerative disc disease, herniated disc, which most people will eventually get. Restless leg syndrome, I've had it since I was a kid. It kind of runs in my family. Anglia, it's called AS, ankylosis spondylitis, osteoarthritis. Let me see what I have on here. I've got my little cheat sheet. Yeah, there we go. Osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, and the restless legs. All that stuff I had prior to 1998. I got the fibromyalgia when I got exposed to the hepatitis. So I was working with the level 5 kids, and I'm all clear. Hepatitis is not active. Treatment worked. I was in the clinical trials, and Hopkins, Dr. Esteban Mazzei saved my life. I should have been dead from that one. I had a 5% chance of surviving it back at that time. But anyway, all of those came prior to 1998. And then in 1999, I started with sciatica on my left and battled that for about a year. Then I thought it was gone. Well, then it shows up on my right. So I've had the chronic sciatica since 1999, right side. That's a really painful condition. And then also osteoporosis and scoliosis. So the doctor said, don't fall, and jinxed me, and had all kind of injuries since. And then recent injuries, the neck spine when the hydraulics of the Jeep gave out and clocked me here. I still deal with that pain. Then the injury from the bad injection or improper injection, and then the fall that I just had. I mean, it really took a lot out of me. I also have, like, there's a genetic sleep disorder. It's a circadian rhythm disorder. Runs in the family, actually, both sides. Oh, but I am highly resilient. God, whatever good that's doing me. Yeah, I really need to get a job. I'm sorry, I gotta stick this back here. And I'm applying. I'm trying. I'm starting to take it a little personally now. I'm not hearing back from anybody. I don't know what I'm going to do. They make it, I'm like, oh, God. I'm out of legal options. I don't know what else I can do legally. I'm really freaking hungry. I need to go to the grocery store. I've got to get my car insurance paid. My pet's to the vet. Not safe here. Stop it, puppy, please. Now, one thing I wanted to say is, when you donate through the GoFundMe, that goes directly to my bank. But with the Venmo, and I'm going to put a link in the captions, I can have access to the cash before it goes to the bank, which I need to be able to have access to. I'm afraid to look and see. I'm probably $600 in the minus right now. I wanted to get this update. I know it's run long, and I apologize. But if you can keep your eyes open for vehicle or like a trailer, anybody who, I'm going to do odd jobs, trade reduction in rent, or trade rent for work or tasks. If your kid needs help with homework and projects, if you need help with homeworks and projects, I'd be happy. Stick a little wood burning stove in a shed, and I'd be happy as a lark. I know I'm forgetting something, and I'll probably have to redo this, but in the meantime, thank you for listening. If you can spare anything, even $10 here and there, it helps. And again, I'm going to put the link to the Venmo, and I also have the Zelle. Zelle goes directly into my bank, and so does the GoFundMe. the only way I can get cash in hand is if you give it to me, or use the Venmo, and all that'll be posted in the text area. So that's the update for now. Thank you, and y'all be safe.